is the loveliest morning already. The house is very quiet because it's just me, so I've been enjoying just having the house to myself last night and this morning. I've just made my second coffee of the morning because I'm just about to head out to meet some friends. Well, I say friends, we're a girls group that meet up every week or so. The girl who organised the group does lots of events like book clubs, and last month she started a coffee and craft morning, which is right up my street. Yeah, so that's where I'm off to this morning. Usually we would meet at a coffee shop, but because it's such lovely weather, we're going to meet at the park, so we need to take our own drinks. Yeah, hence why I'm bringing my own coffee. Can you hear the birds? I just need to get myself dressed and pack my bags. I'm going to make the most of it, and afterwards I'm going to, well, I'll have to find some lunch, and then I've booked onto a Pilates class at 2. So I'm thinking if I take my laptop between lunch and my class, I can do a little bit of editing and then go to my class. But that does mean I'm going to have to take a lot with me. I love wearing headscarves, but I've worn them all week, and I would like to have the option not to wear one, but it doesn't feel like an option at the moment because my fringe has other ideas. I did have it trimmed the other day with someone new. She was so lovely and I felt like I was in safe hands, but I need to get my bags packed, I'm going to get dressed, and then we need to get going. Several hours later, and I am back home. As you can probably tell by the wind chimes working overtime, that it's just got really cloudy and windy, and I think the cool weather is on its way. I've had the loveliest day. I was out for a really long time. I'm back home with Delilah. I'm just about to make dinner. Making one of our favourite, kind of easy, a little faffy, but easy and quick at the same time, meals. It's the Jamie Oliver hot smoked salmon pasta. Whilst editing the vlog from a couple of vlogs ago, but it was filmed in February, I missed my fringe, and I think I'd got it to, I'd had some questionable fringe moments last year. Like I look back and think, oh, but my fringe back in February was just exactly how I like it. Yeah, and at the moment it's just not looking like that, guys. It's just not looking like that. I just don't know how to find someone to cut it like that. Anyway, I'm starving. I need to get on with dinner. Enough with my slight meltdown about my hair at the moment. There's a fly just flying around. Let's make this pasta. The recipe calls for asparagus. I'm gonna add some extra, like if we have any extra greens, peas, broccoli, spinach. I usually add some more stuff. Courgette is really nice with it. It also doesn't say to add parsley, but I really like to add some parsley and some parmesan at the end, and it's really yummy. The sky is pretty. It's like storm clouds and then really blue pinky sky behind it. It's so cool. It's like something out of a painting. It's a really grey, rainy day today and it's feeling so cosy. Don't get me wrong, I love the sunny weather, but it is nice to have the odd rainy day in between. I have not stopped drinking peach iced teas. I mean, does that not look refreshing? Oh, they're so good. I've noticed this camera has a hard time focusing. It looks like it's focused on my face right now, so hopefully we're in focus. I never know with this camera, but my old vlogging camera has officially died, so we are stuck with the Mark III. I am surviving on about 3 hours sleep. I'm in desperate need of a hair wash, but I really wanted to get some bits done around the house and I wanted to make the most of this cozy morning. I'm still half in my pyjama top. I mean, I wear this to the gym and I wear it around the house. This is just my favourite top to wear ever. But I have made a little bit of an effort for you guys. I've put makeup on and I've even put jeans on, freshly washed. I've just finished editing a video for Patreon. Other than that, last week we went to see Harry Styles along with every other person, it seems. We took Delilah with us. It was her first ever concert. Doug and I went to Love on Tour in 22 and 23, and I remember thinking how much I would love to take Delilah with us next time he toured. It was so amazing having her there with us. Today is a bit of a do some odd jobs around the house kind of day. I have some pots that need to be repotted. Sorry, what? No. I have some plants that need to be repotted. And over the weekend we picked up this side table. This year something has clicked and I know exactly what I want to do around the house. I'm not overthinking things as much. I think my taste in homeware went a bit squiffy in my 20s and I feel like I've come back round and realised actually what brings me joy and what I love. Obviously, I mean, apart from the financial side of things, because there is no Rosebud or Motherlode cheat in real life. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that. Let's redo the whole house, let's pull everything out and start again. The thing that's held me back, it has been my overthinking, and also when I want to find a certain piece of furniture or an item for around the house, I tend to want to find the perfect thing because I feel like there's a lot of pressure. I think, well, if I'm going to spend money on something and I'm going to buy something brand new, then I need to make sure it's something that I truly love. But here is where my love for secondhand items and a lot of items that I've found on Facebook Marketplace and eBay and Vinted comes in. I've realised that a lot of the stuff that I like is not stuff I can even find brand new. The magic of finding secondhand items, vintage items, antique items, is that not only are you getting something that is maybe not unique, but maybe something that less people have nowadays, has a story behind it. You are reusing something so it doesn't get thrown away. You're spending a lot less money on it. So not only is it a lot cheaper, but also if I decide actually it's not quite the piece we want we can just resell it. It just continues to be part of a more circular economy. I'm finding now I'm thinking more about, does it serve a purpose for what I want it for? And it may not be perfect and exactly what I wanted, but it's something that could serve the purpose that I need, something that maybe if we don't want it in this room anymore, we can put it in another room. Been wanting to find a side table for Doug's side of the sofa. We currently have a blanket basket there, which we're going to move and put somewhere else in the house, because actually I think a side table would be a lot more useful. Has a bit for magazines, so we can put books and things in there. I'm going to put a lamp on there. We don't have the perfect lamp for it just yet. I've just got a rice paper lamp that I can put on there for now, but I would like to get a much bigger lamp, and I think that would work really well. I want to get some darker tones in the house. Doug and I have gone to a lot of charity shops lately. We have gone to a couple of antique shops. We soon realised that those aren't the best places to look, because although the items are gorgeous, you know that if you walk in somewhere and there are no price tags on anything, they're going to be expensive. Here's the thing. Even if I had all the money in the world and I could buy out the whole shop, I would still appreciate there to be price tags on things. I find it annoying going around and there not being price tags. But yes, we did go into one, and there was a table that I thought would be really nice for over here, because I'd quite like a side table on this side of the living room as well. We left the shop after wandering around awkwardly and realising that there are no prices and everything is probably out of our price range. We found it on their website, and it was about £800. So lesson learned, antique shops are not really the way to go. I think flea markets and secondhand shops and Facebook Marketplace is definitely the way forward. Sorry, I hope you don't mind me having a little natter before I get on and do some bits. Sorry, my camera stopped recording there. We've not had the best luck with Facebook Marketplace this year. I've had a lot of people not getting back to us. There was a small cabinet that I thought could work in here, or it could work in the kitchen and we could put a plant on it. It had the sort of handles that I really love, and it was in a darker wood, and I messaged them and they said, oh, someone's about to pick it up, but we'll let you know if they don't. But we didn't have any luck with those. And in here we could put a lamp on it. I'm really not a fan of this lamp. The lamp shade I love, but this stand, I don't love it. This whole area of the living room has never quite clicked. I've been trying to find a lamp that has a pulley, because at the moment this one turns on the floor. I like the pulley toggle ones, but they are hard to find. I don't like any of the newer ones. Like IKEA do them, but they're just really flimsy. And I also need to still figure out the lamp situation on my side of the sofa. Well, we'll get there slowly and surely. At least I've got a vision for what I want in the kitchen and in here. It's suddenly all clicked, and now I want to get it all done. We found lots of good stuff last year. We found the cabinet for the kitchen, chest of drawers for the bedroom, which I think has to be the best accidental, one of the cheapest finds as well on Facebook. It was about £30-40. Big, sturdy, solid chest of drawers, and turned out they were Victorian and from the 19th century. That's probably been our best find on Facebook. We got 2 pieces of furniture for Delilah's room last year too. In her words, she wanted it to feel like cozy cottage furniture. She wanted a wood bed. We also found her a chest of drawers, which are a little nicer because I think they had been stripped back, so they've got a slightly more antique-y wood feel to them. A much needed find, because all of her clothes just couldn't fit in her small toddler wardrobe anymore. She needed something bigger. The find I was most gutted about recently, or well, maybe it was like back in sort of late winter, springtime, I came across an apothecary cabinet. It went up for £90. It was marble topped. It had all these drawers. It had a glass front, which I planned on taking out so then we could have open shelves, and we were going to use it as a kitchen island. I was told that about 30 other people had messaged before me, bearing in mind I had messaged within the hour of them uploading, but it was such a steal. Real marble top, antique apothecary cabinet. It was only up for £90, and that's the kind of thing that would go up for hundreds on an antique. Well, if it was on an antique website, it would be up for thousands. So of course we didn't manage to get it, but since then I've had it in my head that I would really like an island in our kitchen, but I don't want a brand new one. We can't find anything that we like. Also, size-wise, we can't have a massive one. I feel like they're either too big for our space or too small. I even thought maybe I could find one on IKEA and I could strip it back and stain it, and then I could get some antique handles to put on it, try and make it look older with a bit more character. The IKEA ones are still, one, I don't think the measurements are quite right, but they're still hundreds. It's not even one we particularly like the structure of anyway. Yeah, ever since finding that apothecary cabinet, I've not stopped thinking about it. Obviously, it just wasn't meant to be. It's enough nattering from me. I'm feeling excited about the bits that I want to get done around the house, but I have other stuff that I need to focus on this month, like Delilah's 10th birthday. Trying not to get distracted with a million side quests. I'm going to move the blanket basket and I'm going to get this table moved. I'm hoping it should work quite well. I'm happy with this. Like I said, it serves a purpose. Doug can now put a drink, his phone here. We've got the lamp, which adds a nice ambience with the bamboo and rattan and the spider plant and these curtains. This room is starting to feel very 80s, which is not the long-term goal. And would I prefer this to be a deeper mahogany colour? Yes, but do I want to strip this and stain it? No, I don't. I'm happy with this for now, and I've popped my Vogue knitting books, my big Vogue knitting coffee books down here. I haven't had anywhere to really put them because they're so bulky, and here's the perfect spot for them. At some point I would love to find a bigger lamp. It would add some height and it would work well in this corner. There's a tendency when you put your life online is, you know, there's going to be an element of judgment, and you want to put yourself forward in the way that you want to be perceived. But realistically, we all play around with our homes and things aren't always going to be perfect straight away. I'm saying that, and I do really like this piece. It is just a little kind of orange and shinier than I would like, and it's starting to look very kind of 70s 80s in here. Next in here, I really want to not only figure out this corner. I'm really not a fan of this boucle chair, but I really want to sort out the lamp lighting situation in the corner over there, and this feels much more practical, and I like that it's not too long so it doesn't get in the way here. So yeah, overall I'm pretty chuffed with this find. How do I do this without making a mess? Whoa. As you can see, our rubber plant is in desperate need of a repot. This was tiny when we first got this, and it was in the hallway for a bit, and then it lived in Delilah's room, and then recently I've brought it into the kitchen. Look at the roots. How am I meant to take this out? For in here and the bedroom, I found these plant stands. I know you can't see, I'll bring it over. I found these plant stands at the garden centre, and I don't know why I've never thought to get plant stands or put larger plants on different surfaces to play around with different levels. I wanted something that had a bit of a contrast to the other items that we have in the house. We have some marble, we have a lot of wood, we have a fair amount of rattan and bamboo, we have tassely things. Yeah, and I wanted some plant stands that added, as I keep banging on about, some darker tones. I found these dark metal ones, but it would mix things up. So I've got this larger one and then a smaller one in the bedroom. Plan is to have this next to the cabinet. I want to find a somewhat medium-sized, kind of bushier plant. I think it will just frame the area nicely, but I'm not sure what to go for. I have loads of saucers. This saucer I'm going to pop on there because it goes perfectly. I did really like what this terracotta pot looked like on that plant stand, but this is the only one that fits the bigger pot to repot the rubber plant in, so I'm going to have to find another pot for there. I am going to wear my cleaning gloves because oh no, oh my goodness, okay, that was really silly of me. Let's hope I've not done too much damage there. I'm going to wear my cleaning marigolds because I do not fancy having to scrub the soil out of my hands. Looking good. Definitely should have done this outside.
You've gone on, so it seems, to a version of the old crystal castle in the blue sky. Maybe vision, maybe dream. I imagine you fall to a new sweet by and by.
I'm wondering now if this even needs to go on the plant stand. I need to replace this support pole. It's one of those flexible ones. It's not quite keeping it upright. It looks straight to me here, but on camera, I think for you guys it looks a little wonky. Yeah, this is one of those plants that has done so well, despite me barely looking after it. I'll think about watering it every now and again, but it's just done so well in here. I think it's an umbrella plant, or a type of umbrella plant. I'd actually had it on top of these boxes. I had a big old sort of the office earlier on this year, and for the first time ever, it isn't the junk room. It's organised. I built some IKEA flat pack drawers and storage, and I put some hooks on the doors, so we've got some extra storage in there for clothes and whatever else. I organised all of my fabric and my yarn and my sewing machines, but I bought a few things in here that I need to go through. One of them was this box of like birthday stuff. We've got like balloon kits and candles, napkins and party bags and stuff like that. And so whilst they were in here, I raised the plant up on top of that box and I quite liked it. So I thought I'd get a plant stand in here. But now I think since then this plant's grown another foot and it is really tall. I don't know whether actually it would also look nice next to this chest of drawers because this is a little bit of a dead zone. Yeah, on the subject of bits around the house, because we've got two lovely big windows that let in lots of light. Also means we don't have that wall space, and so I would love to have a mirror on that side. And I've just had our full-length mirror up against the little bit of wall that we do have. The mirror has always lived here, but I just don't like how awkward it is to look into it. One, it's backlit, so you can't see much. And two, you have to always make sure you close the door to look into the mirror. So I prefer it being over there. Talking of mirrors, we had a bit of an accident last week. As you can see, it's broken. The whole thing completely smashed. This was originally from Larry Doot. They do actually still have this one, but I don't love it enough to want to rebuy it. I'd opened both windows up here in the morning. I went downstairs, I was having my breakfast, and I heard a bang. It was a loud bang, but I assumed the wind had slammed one of the doors. Came upstairs a few hours later to find this on the floor, and it was on top of my shoes, so I thought maybe it was okay. It wasn't, and there was glass everywhere. It even made its way into the hallway, so it was quite the tidy up. This is a purchase I made. I'll be very gentle with this. I found this on eBay. I was looking for a fan that I could have on the wall. I think it's so fun to put things on the walls that aren't just art or photos in a frame. I did also almost order one that was about 3 times the size of this one, which probably comes to no surprise to anyone because I'm known for ordering things thinking they're one size and then they end up being another. I found this one and very fragile, and there are a few holes in it. It came with hooks to hang it up, so I don't have to worry about figuring out how to attach it. Again, I would have preferred some deeper colours in it just so it wasn't so wishy-washy in here, because we've got the yellow walls and we've got a lot of kind of oak and piney woods in here and rattans and bamboos, but I still think it looks lovely in here. It does look lovely in the kitchen, but there's just something about it in the bedroom that I love. I love it so much that I'll have it anywhere in the house. It has quite an old Made in China sticker, and I did try and roughly use Google to translate this because I was worried that it would say something silly or make no sense, but I have been somewhat reassured that it means prosperity or blessings. But for quite a while now it has been just over here in this plant pot because I'm not quite ready to commit to putting holes in the wall to hang it up. I had this plant pot here because I had put a geranium in here, but it hated it. After about a week, all the flowers died off. Even though it's really sunny in here, I think they like being on windowsills rather than tucked away at the back of a room. I was tidying up the other day and I just chucked a load of things in here. Are you telling me you don't also have a plant pot full of tarot cards and makeup and medicine? No? Why not? Surely everyone does. I would like to get some smaller plants in here. I've put the we used to have a hanging plant in here. I would like to add maybe just an ivy like the one we have on top of the fridge here. This poor plant has been through the wars. It's a good job most plants are pretty resilient, and I'm hoping she's going to be okay. She seems to be on even more of a wonk than she was before. I found this bamboo cane in the garden. I'm going to pop this in and try and give it some support. I didn't plan on doing this much talking, but here we are. I have a phobia of touching these canes because I used to play with them in the garden as a kid. I would always get a splinter from them. It just used to be the worst. There was nothing worse than my mum or my grandma trying to use tweezers to get the splinter out of my hand. Now I don't know quite where to put this. I don't really want to see it. It's a little bit, oh gosh, just hit the ceiling. It's a little bit longer than I would want it to be. Oh gosh, as if this plant's not been through enough. I'm going to put my glove on. I'm going to put one of the kitchen gloves on because I do not want a splinter. I'll be transported right back to being 5 again. Oh, there we go, that went in nicely. Now I just need to tie this up. I'm going to fold this twine over a few times because it's quite thin. Do a little figure of 8. I do quite like it leaning a little bit, but it does need a little bit of support. I like being able to see this little baby one down here. Or maybe I've not put the bamboo in the right place. Yeah, I didn't really think that through. I got up early. I woke up, it was so hot I needed to get out. I don't think the camera can see you. I think I want to put my glasses on because I've been able to find anything. We have come camping for the weekend. I wanted to quickly say hi and give some context for where we are because I'd love to share some bits. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film. There are a lot of people also camping, as you can probably hear. It's only just gone 6:30 and it was quiet 10 minutes ago, but now everyone's waking up. It's a whole family affair. We're having a lovely time. I thought it would be nice to add just a few clips to this week's vlog. Oh, there's a dog behind me. Good morning.
Morning.
Did you sleep okay?
I did. A lot better than last night.
Good. Yeah, I definitely slept better than the night before. Yeah, I really wanted to bring you guys along for even just a little snippet, even if it is just lots of close-up pretty shots of skies and grass. Just thought it'd be nice to add to the vlog, you know?
I'm gonna go for a shower.
Oh, nice. I went all the way to the shower block to clean my teeth and I forgot my toothpaste.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I had to use yours and then I found mine afterwards. Anyway, I hope you enjoy whatever clips I managed to get today.
That little one is really effective, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you just wait.
It's very hot already. It's about, what time is it? It's 7:37 and it's boiling. So I'm the only bit of shade is in this tent. So I'm sat in the doorway and I'm having some breakfast. Yesterday it was a lot cooler. Probably all will sit together in a bit when we're all ready to have breakfast. But for now, I'm going to have I've got pain au chocolat, some fruit, and usually I really miss my coffees when we go away. So I decided to pour my usual double shot espressos from our machine. I froze them and let them thaw slowly, and it's worked a treat. So I've got because we have a cool box which is full of ice. Added some ice, milk, and it's as close as it could be to a coffee I would make at home. Probably going to get changed, but I've just chucked these on because they're nice and cool. Oh, I need to take my hay fever tablet. Hi Georgie. What are you up to? What are you up to? Oh, bike. So it's been really lovely. Doug and I have barely seen Delilah all weekend. Ben's niece is a similar age to her, so they've been getting on really well. They had a sleepover in their tents last night. And Jess just going around, just riding her bike, they're playing. Doug and I have barely seen her. I'm glad she's having a good time. Right, have a nice ride. This campsite is lovely. It's big. It's busy. There's a lot of kids. Which is kind of nice. It's nice in the evenings when you see the kids running around, playing. Like I said, enjoy whatever footage I managed to get. I'll probably see you guys back at home, or maybe in the next vlog.
The European grey wolves, guys, we used to have them in the UK many years ago. We're not talking about guys might allow this one at the moment. It's the time even started. Here, we have a hold around 11 environments together, in a house, outside, or in a Echo guys, really is a
It's so tiny.
Ridiculous.
you want out yet?
Really raining last year, so this time last year we did 1 5.
one's melted now.
Uncle Ben, you stole my marshmallow.